You're listening to the Impact Implosion on the Angry Marks Podcast Network.
May 1st, 2015. It is another episode of the Impact Implosion. As always, I am Seth Draken, and on the other end is Mike Poland.
Hello, folks. We'll listen on the download later.
Of course they will. So let's talk about the news. And the biggest news, of course.
Jeff Hardy got in a bike accident.
Oh, yeah, that too. That's probably bigger news for TNA people. Jeff Hardy broke his leg. Because he decided
that a couple of months after Eddie Edwards gets hurt, now we have another tag team champion that gets hurt.
Yep, the TNA tag titles might be wanted for questioning. They got a death curse!
Just put Davey Richards and Matt Hardy together until Jeff is better.
I don't know.
They got like 8 weeks between now and Slammiversary. I'm not sure how. And I think a broken leg doesn't.
Broken leg takes basically a year, I think.
Really? Depends on what bone you break, I'm assuming.
Probably, yeah.
My leg once, and it took like 2 months, but I guess it depends on what bone you break.
But then again, were you an active competitor?
Nope, never.
Yeah, takes a lot longer.
Yep.
So, yeah, Jeff Hardy broke his leg, being on a dirt bike, being an idiot, trying to do a jump that Evel Knievel could jump, but he's dead, so.
Was he trying to, like, jump the shark like the Fonz did?
No, he tried, it was a backyard ramp, there were, like, 3 little ramps, and he was
trying to mimic rocket power.
No, it's not rocket power. You know, dirt ramps, dirt little bumps?
I know.
So, yeah, he went on one, tried to jump one, and land on the other. And, of course, his bike didn't go all the way, so.
I'm on my bike.
And Matt was filming all this, of course, and he's like, oh, oh, shit.
Cut the camera. Oh, wait, I'm filming it.
No, he did cut the camera. They did cut the camera, actually. So I've seen the video.
TNA Slammiversary will be June 28th at the Impact Zone.
They couldn't get anywhere else to book.
And they'll also be taping May 9th to the 11th.
Yeah. At the Impact Zone with hopefully they find the Aggro Crag at that point.
The Aggro Crag match for the world title at Slammiversary. That's what I want to see. Angle and EC3 climb the Aggro Crag for the title.
Well, TNA's ratings are really bad. They get worse
every another news.
Yeah, another news. Billy Corgan joined Creative, or as Tony Kornheiser called it, whatever that is. Yeah, he called TNA Wrestling whatever that is.
Whatever that is.
Yep.
And on the Impact. Hardcore Justice.
Hardcore Justice.
Part 75.
Part 75. Because, dear God... Oh, yeah, we forgot Rampage claimed TNA killed his desire to wrestle.
Who cares?
Who cares? You're an MMA fighter. Stay away. So, let's get to this Hardcore Justice show. I missed the first match, so you're going to have to basically talk about it.
First match starts just as they come on, and we also have Al Snow and Josh Matthews on commentary tonight.
By the way, Al Snow...
So it's Sunday night, 2003.
By the way, Al Snow sucks on commentary. I'll just say that right now.
You know, I take it you probably didn't watch much Sunday Night Heat in like 2003 because he was commentating that back then too.
Yeah,
I think he didn't call everybody Baba Kadoosh.
No, it gets worse here. I'll get to the note because he does.
But yes, we start with a street fight that starts just as they come on the air, and this is probably the best match on the show, pretty much. But they basically brawl around for about 10 minutes. Everybody does stuff, and then Davey Richards hits the double stomp off the ropes for the win. And James Storm comes out and chastises Abyss, but I'm not sure where they're going with Storm because they've got him now also in a feud with Magnus.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with him either, but who knows?
Anyway, next is EC Anderson backstage.
I was here. Yeah, Anderson backstage with a sign, and
Anderson sucks.
Yeah, I got my own sign, and I'm going to be doing a speech tonight. So Josh talks about how Billy Corgan has joined TNA Wrestling and plugs a TNA site interview he did with him via Skype. Anderson comes out.
Than we sometimes do on Skype.
Yeah, Anderson comes out in a suit and tie, but
he's not likable.
He comes out in a suit and tie, but he does not have a sports jacket. Very unprofessional of the man. Oh, and the shirt's untucked.
You're breaking dress code, you son of a gun. Put your jacket on.
I know. If he's spoofing EC3 last week, EC3, yes, he says he's not about campaign promises. He's about kicking EC3's ass. And before he says any more, EC3 comes out with his giant sign. And EC3...
a sign on a pole match. That's not one of the stipulations we can vote on.
Sadly. EC3 tells Ken, it sucks when people interrupt. And then Ken laughs
Except when it's Mr. Anderson. Then it's welcome.
And says, you can't hear these people. They're telling you can't wrestle. Well, of course, what he does misses...
yes, he can.
Yes, of course, he misses the people that are saying, yes, he can. And he's like, I don't care.
I've been undefeated for 2 years. Why do I care?
I officially invented politics in wrestling. I don't care. So...
you might be stretching the truth there.
Fans sing the new boring song, complete with maestro hand movements, and Ken tells Anderson, EC3, if he wants the title, just freaking win it.
I will when I get my shot.
Seriously. Yeah, EC3 is awesome. If the crowd's boring and he's orchestrating them, he is like, go ahead. I don't care. You're just encouraging me. So EC3 tells him, I bust people up. I collect scalps. I've beaten everyone in this business, including Kurt Angle. The streak. And Anderson asks him about that streak. It's important, right? It's the most important thing I have. And Ken tells him, well, here's my sign that says, Mr. Beat the Streak.
He better not be the one that beats it.
I know, and it is a horrible sign, too. To compare to EC3's 2015 sign, it looks generic. It's just EC3's picture with a cross over his picture. And it says, Mr. Anderson beat the streak. It is stupid.
Yep. And we're going to have a match between them where fans can pick the stipulation next week live on Impact.
And he's like, so, I hope, someone said, I hope we get to choose between a no punching, no closed fists, and no back fists match.
But sign on the pole is not one of the options.
Yeah, sadly. EC3 tells Ken to tread lightly, and Ken is sweating bullets in that outfit. He closes the show with a sign-off with Tyrus. Because, yes, you're feuding with Tyrus here. Right. By the way, let me say the following. Al Snow... Well, let me get that. Let me get up to what I was saying. 30 minutes into the show, I am already wanting Al Snow out of commentary, so...
So he's worse than Taz.
I am thinking so. He has no enthusiasm. He doesn't seem like he gives a shit. He's like, yeah, we got this going on. Got this.
I've been working here for 7 years and nobody cares.
Nobody cares about me. So then we have the ladder match, which is Mark Andrews, who gets the jobber entrance, followed by Tigre Uno, who gets an actual entrance despite being a jobber, and streamers, Kenny King, and finally Rockstar Spud. Tenay talks about his Tenay did an interview with him, and someone says the first part was good. So they note that
nobody's seen the second part yet.
Spud's side was taped up due to a BDC attack. So I would like to. This was okay.
Why is Manders and Tigre Uno in this match?
I don't know, but
anybody else?
The only thing I could say Tigre Uno said that is to give Al Snow a line that I want to kill him for. What does Tigre Uno mean?
Tiger won.
Yes, seriously. He says, I don't know what Tigre Uno mean. And I'm like, Al Snow,
figure it out.
Al Snow, you are a dipshit. I passed one semester of Spanish after 2 tries, and I failed 2 tries in Spanish too, and even I know that. I didn't even have to look that up. Tiger.
When was Tigre Uno X Division champion? I don't remember this. I remember him feuding with Sonata over it.
No, I don't think he ever was, actually.
Yeah, Josh Matthews botched that then. He said Tigre Uno was a former X Division champion. I'm like,
no, he wasn't.
I don't think so.
No, Tigre Uno never was. Tigre means tiger. Uno means one.
One.
So there was a spot where Tigre Uno hit a C4 off the ladder, which was nice.
Probably better looking than when Paul Burchill used to do it.
No, I liked when Paul Burchill did it too.
A 270-pound man defying gravity.
Yeah, but Spud is about to win when Homicide shows up and pulls him off the ladder. Kenny wins the match. So
let
me say this here. Kenny King, the Rockstar Spud, the guy you are trying to push as this underdog, gets beat by the jobber of the Beatdown Clan. The guy who jobs. The guy who can't beat Micah when all his friends are helping him.
Well, apparently it wasn't a DQ.
No, it wasn't a DQ. It was a pinfall, and then they beat him up.
Oh, really? That was a DQ.
No, he pinned him first, and then the guys beat him up to cause what would be a DQ. But they were beating him up outside the ring while the ref wasn't even looking. And the Rising, because they were stupid, got ejected. So in a situation where the Rising are stupid, Kenny King looks like the biggest joke of them all for losing.
And now he's the X Division champion.
Yes. Nice way to job that belt. Back in the TNA studio, Josh talks about EC3 and EC3 Anderson. Anderson wants a Falls Count Anywhere match, and EC3 wants an arm wrestling match.
Geez, I wonder which one the fans will pick.
You know what? Just for interesting sake, I want an arm wrestling match. Just fuck it. Because how many times have we seen False Count Anywhere?
Enough.
Too many times this year already. We have not seen an arm wrestling match in a while. So why don't we do that? Just have these two arm wrestle. And EC3 can beat Anderson
I think
there.
They need to end this feud They need to end this feud as quickly as possible.
Okay, good point. There's a good point. So I'm not going to vote, but I would hope for an arm wrestling match. I'm sure you want this feud to end. So Falls Count Anywhere.
Yeah.
Or Anderson
I
has
want
no
EC3
excuse.
to win, and I think he will anyway, so it don't matter.
Oh, he will. If they
They're
give
building
Mr.
him up
Anderson,
for the title. He's not going to lose to Anderson for no reason.
if Anderson is allowed to break the streak, I will have lost what little faith I have in this company.
Oh, that might make for a fun show next week.
Oh yeah, sure. By the way, next week's live, so.
And next week's Impact Implosion will likely be on Saturday because I'm going to be at a show next Friday night. Yeah.
So then we see a video package that sets up the stretcher match, and EY comes out, and I have with the stretcher, and has Kurt's shirt around his waist, and says Kurt wanted to wrestle the real EY, so you call yourself a world champion and a wrestler? Lastly,
I'm a world-class man.
And he put Aries and Rude in this as well. And he also has to mention this is a non-title match. This is being made and not. You know, EY, I think you might have a point on Kurt ducking you at this point, because if you're making this a non-title match and you're the number one contender, you might have something to say on Kurt. Kurt's ducking you. He really is. By the way, we have to mention the rules of this stretcher match before anything else, because it was on YouTube, leaked to us, and oh boy, the rules to this stretcher match. They made this stretcher match. They tried to make this sound so intimidating, yet it came off like the capture the flag scaffold match at Great American Bash 1991.
Oh, God.
Where they basically just made it the easiest freaking match ever to win.
All you have to do is place your opponent on the stretcher. You don't even have to, roll him up
to a
the
line
ramp or anything.
Yeah, all you have to do, place him on the stretcher, click 2 straps together, and you win.
It's Legends of the Hidden Temple, the stretcher edition.
Yes. So, basically, the hardest part of this match is going to be bringing the stretcher down to the ring.
Yep.
Because that will take time.
Unless you bring it down to the ring with you.
Because which they don't. Spoiler,
you think somebody would have been smart enough to do that?
Yeah, seriously. So we have Rockstar Spud backstage, and he talks about how first we had Kenny King talk about how he and Homicide are the BDC X Division champion, and maybe they'll Freebird rule the title. So MVP gives Key the pipe and says, who uses it like a lightsaber to destroy a row of water bottles.
And if I'm that cameraman, I'd be running out of the room just in case I low-key misses and has a wild swing.
No. Yes.
Low-key with a pipe is a scary thing.
Yes. So Spud, they talk about Spud losing the match, and he says, I've been in this business 14 years, and I've had 14 years of hard work stolen from me. Yeah, he's been wrestling for 14 years. So This title represented Jerry Lynn, AJ Styles, Frankie Kazarian, Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, and that title meant that you were one of the best when you ever stepped foot in the wrestling ring, and my name was on that list. And
I will get that title back from you, Kenny.
This was a great promo, and this was the best promo of the night.
Yeah.
But sadly, it is Rockstar Spud is given after he loses the title, which makes this reign completely stupid. Right. So then we have a Dollhouse promo, which is like a Rising promo, but does not make you want to have seizures. It is.
If you want to do something, but not have seizures.
Yeah, no. It is the 3 of them in a man-made man-sized dollhouse, looking at defending the title against Brooke, and talking about this is her house, the Dollhouse, or this is our house. So, yep, Brooke comes out first and has, I forget what it said, Glam written on her shirt.
Yep.
And then we have Brooke coming out to the Dollhouse music because...
Taryn.
Taryn. Now is the creepy Dollhouse theme, which I'm guessing works fine now. It kind of... it's still weird, the music. I have no...
Not the theme you want to hear late at night.
No. Especially in a wrestling show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you think you were walked into a porno, a BDSM porno.
Oh, God.
Yes. I don't think you want to hear that.
All right.
So, Brooke, get this match. Not good. Sorry. Al says, Taryn rubs Brooke's face to the mat and says, it's like sandpaper. And Josh is like, really? Because heaven forbid a commentator put over something as hurting.
Yep.
Taryn kicks her in the stomach, gets a flipping neck breaker, but that's only a 2 count.
Taryn needs help to beat Brooke.
Yes, she does.
Mm.
Brooke is about to go to the top rope, which, first of all, is stupid because she goes on the top rope where she knows the Dollhouse are.
Yep.
It's not like they're running to get her there. She went exactly where they are. So Marty Bell distracts the ref. Jay pushes her off, and Taryn hits the cutter for the win with a unique pinfall that might be reminiscent of Paige and AJ, although that might have been more attractive.
And then Gail Kim comes out.
Yeah. Well, actually, first Brooke says, this is her house. No one can beat me.
Taryn says that, not Brooke.
Oh, sorry. Taryn, yes. I keep forgetting these two. Gail comes out.
One's blonde and one is brunette. How can you forget?
I don't know. For the longest time, they had the same personality of bubbly.
Yep.
What do you want from me? Terrence.
What do you want from
like,
me?
I'm disappointed in you. And Terrence like, I don't want to live in your shadow anymore. And Gail's like,
you're not in my shadow.
I didn't want anyone to be in my shadow. So
now you're in my shadow.
You're in my shadow, and look at you. You're alone, and it's the three of us. And Gail's like, no, I'm not alone.
I got somebody.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
The problem is the math still doesn't add up. You need one more.
I know, but I think Awesome Kong could beat both Marty and
Mia Yim.
Or Jade, as they call her.
I'm pretty sure she has beaten Mia before, somewhere.
I know, I'm just saying.
Marty have ever faced.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Awesome Kong could beat them both.
Yep.
Heck, she beat the crap out of a dude. A few dudes. So, by the way, Slammiversary will be live on June 28th. From Orlando.
Like 7 weeks away. They've got some time to build this.
Yes, and they basically book all these people being in there, and they book the Hardys, and I'm like, yeah, the Hardys ain't going to be there. Matt
might be there, but I don't think Jeff will be.
Jeff ain't going to be there unless he's in crutches. Because he's an idiot, of course. So then we have a Rising promo.
I can defy gravity.
A freaking Rising promo.
I skipped these. I don't like the Rising promos.
I just want to... I don't remember what they said. I just remember the damn yellow tint, like someone pissed on the film, and the damn seizure-like flashes. There's only one thing worse than Rising promos, and it's on NXT, and it's called Blake and Murphy's entrance.
I don't get to see that very often.
If you ever do, you will be like, what the fuck? Because they have this basically flashing entrance, and the camera zooms in and out of it while the thing's flashing. And you're like, what the hell? So, anyway, Low-Key comes out, now talks about being in the ring with Grado when Drew made his debut. Drew has his ribs taped up and runs wild on the floor. By the way, this is a pipe on a pole match, which if you saw Hardcore Justice one night only, you have already seen a better match with the pipe. And that pipe never got used. They actually used the pipe, or they just get pulled down and somebody take a kick to the face? No, it's even worse. No one used the pipe. Well, people grabbed it, but no one ever used it. But here's the funny thing. The pipe fell off the pole.
Geez, that's a typical TNA thing.
Yes. By the way, they used the steel chair more effectively.
Yep.
In fact, Low-Key placed Drew's head on the top of the chair while it was unfolded. Drew's neck. And he double stomps him while he's there. It looks like it hurts like a motherfucker.
Right.
So no one uses the pipe. Drew hits a Future Shock DDT onto the chair for the win.
Yep.
No one used the damn pipe again. Again.
Stop booking these pipe matches when you know no one's going to use the pipe.
Yeah, you have to use. Here's the thing about pole matches. The object on the thing has to be either you grab it and win, or you use it and win. You cannot just grab it and you can only win by pinfall, which negates the whole pipe on a pole.
Yes.
You cannot do that.
We have a James Storm and Magnus promo next.
And then we have videos of the cameraman following Mickie James, and James Storm is following her at the grocery store parking lot.
So they're going with a DDP Undertaker route with this feud, huh?
And he looks at the son, talks to the kid, and I'm like, you know who did better at stalking someone through a grocery store besides Steve Austin? James Mitchell, when he was stalking Christian's wife. Remember that?
Because James Mitchell can actually pull off being creepy a bit better than James Storm can.
Well, he's just posing on an aisle that she's looking through. He's posing.
Oh my God, James, what are you doing here?
No, she doesn't even see him. He's just there.
Oh, hi, James.
So she never sees him so that's why I said he's stealthier than James here. Hey! James is like, I'm here.
Man's gotta eat.
Yep, man's gotta eat. So
and
anyway, Magnus comes out, and then James Storm comes out, and Magnus is like, I know what you're doing. Why are you trying to manipulate her? And the fans...
I did not tell her to do one more time.
And the fans are agreeing with Storm. The heel.
And he's the heel.
The one who we know is trying to drive a wedge between them, And we see he is driving a wedge between them because he basically says, I've known Mickey for a long time. And, instead of grilling me about this video, why aren't you grilling your wife about why she didn't tell you she ran into me? Seriously.
Dun, 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 dun.
He is basically being a heel, and these people are cheering for him. These people are saying, you know what? Let Mickey join the freaking cult. Let Mickey join the cult. Magnus, you're such a problem. You're so overprotective, man. Let her join the cult. My God. Let her join the cult, man.
You also have Kurt Angle on the promo.
With a shirt that is in Russian.
Rusev!
I know. Seriously, I can tell that's Russian because I've seen written Russian. That is a Russian shirt, and you're supposed to be an American hero. On Destination America, you daft twat.
He sold out America.
Yes, you did. You could have worn a USA shirt, but no, I gotta wear Russian.
And it's time for the structure match, which I did not see.
Then they explain the rules and say it's easy and painful. The rules. Painful in a different way. So They joke about it. You have to beat somebody to the point of no return as opposed to having to cross a finish line like a schoolyard race.
It's capture a flag.
Yes. No, your match is weaker because you're having to put somebody in a stretcher and wheel them to that line. It takes time to do that. It does not take somebody time to put somebody on a stretcher and strap them.
Right.
By the way, Kurt Angle almost does this, and he fails. He has one strap on. He cannot get the second strap on. So basically, EY hits two pile drivers and straps Kurt Angle on the stretcher match. So let's say this right now. Kurt Angle, your world champion. The man, Destination America, wants to be the face of their program. Just lost the easiest freaking stretcher match in the world.
Yep.
Congratulations. This is why I give this show an F. I'm actually going to call this the worst one because this was boring, and then that stretcher match was complete bullshit. If I was live and I had no idea the rules of this stretcher match, and I had basically just seen a man strap him in, and then the bell rings, I would be like, what the fuck? What? What? Are you kidding me? So yeah, this show is stupid. So, and someone, the reviewer I'm reading this from, tries to defend this as saying the strap stipulation is so much better in theory than the run a stretcher match over a bright line, and it's better in execution. No, it is not.
No. Because
you have to put somebody and actually move them and make sure they are unconscious. They don't even have to be unconscious to be strapped in. You just basically have to strap them. So that's the end of this show. This was just boring and then stupid by the end. Not as a train wreck as the first hour. I will admit that. The first hour of last week's show was a complete train wreck. This wasn't that. But this was boring and then stupid at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So I give it an F. What do you give it?
D+.
D. All right.
I have nothing to sell this week.
Me neither, so...
We will talk to you guys next week, I suppose.
Yep, next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.